Hello.
We're
Welcome
here.
back to
It's the weekend.
the Higurashi anime.
Isn't that exciting?
It
We're actually
is.
recording this episode at the end of a week, so it makes sense.
Oh, it does too. It does too.
Yeah, it all makes sense. It all comes back around.
As always, if you want the commentary track, link will be in the description of the cut down. But my goodness, we're starting a new arc today, Ben.
Yeah, we're just leaping into things. We're in Arc 2, what's a Damashi Hen?
Mhm.
Just like cotton deceiving or something like that, something along those lines. And it's going to be great, and I'm sure that everything will just be fine.
Gosh, how is this even going to start?
Yeah, well, I mean, last time we watched the arc of Onikakushi with some differences. We saw Rika take a more forward-facing approach to solving the problems in the arc, telling Keiichi should trust his friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And the trigger for this arc, at least in the original show, the original story,
Yeah.
was the doll, right?
Keiichi, for
Introduction.
some reason, asking if he has, if he shares a class with people in the one class at his school.
The one class he has, which has 10 people in it, yeah.
Keiichi's gonna get destroyed.
Oh no! What if he does, though? The sacred timeline will be ruined.
What an interesting turn of phrase to use.
I'm just being respectful to Ryukishi as the god of this world. He decrees the sacred timeline. That's how it works.
What has Sadako just won?
Some kind of card game.
Did she celebratedly just spread the cards out on the table, or
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'd have to go back. We'd have to check the tapes, but I have no
have
idea.
to check the deep lore?
I know. What are the lore implications, right?
It makes me unnecessarily happy that the guy has the same character design as the previous seasons.
I know. It's beautiful.
I don't even
Rena.
I don't even
Oh
know
my God.
what she's winning. If only we could instead spend an hour exploring how each and every turn of these games went, Ben.
Look, I would love that. I would love to watch that show. Somebody, Ryukishi, I know you're listening to this video. Can we just have an hour of each of these games being explained by the characters who are playing them?
You just wake up one morning mysteriously after this episode goes live with a CD of Watanagashi just on your doorstep.
Yes. At my doorstep in a parcel, a brown paper parcel from Japan. Look, I'm into it. Oh, he's angry. You can tell by the little sea things in his hair.
And that's how I convey to people that I'm angry.
You put little blue lines in your hair to show how you're sad. You just have to cheat, Keiichi. That's the ultimate way out of this.
This is so much better with just the empty store around them. I'm scared. I don't want to know the answer to this question.
I don't know. You're gonna buy a new game.
That's how innocent. Oh, what
Buy
innocent
some
young
candy or a
boys.
soda. That's pretty good.
Keiichi, you clown.
He's gonna corrupt them. Oh.
Thank goodness everyone got back just in time for the end of the game.
No, really what happened is he beat them and then he just sat there waiting for everybody to come back so he could dramatically show off his skill. He's been sitting there for half an hour. Just waiting.
I love that Keiichi's just yes, I cheated. Here we go. What's gonna happen? I need something. I need something. Give me a piece of fish, Ryukishi. Just literally hand Keiichi a piece of fish. The doll is on the shelf in the background.
Please.
It cannot be in the bag.
Oh, he's got the doll.
Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Oh,
It's so
the suspense.
insignificant, but I'm so excited.
It's so insignificant. Get out of life.
It's such a small moment that will set up so much.
Yeah, it's the domino effect, right?
Oh, we've done it.
He's done it, lads.
Remember the bust
good
he
lord.
had in his house?
I do. It was very classy.
Do you reckon he has that just to
Just to fake
trick
everything. There she is. Oh my god. The amount of fan service on this character. Oh, good lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh, woo. The fan service in this show. I can't handle it. I can't handle any scene that occurs in Angel Mo. It's too much.
I'll just have to, turn off your screen while these scenes are on.
You can't.
There's something very suspicious going on here.
I don't think it's suspicious. It's Mion's twin sister. Don't question it.
Yeah, Dad, I do like perving on my friends.
It's
or
a
at
great,
least my
it's a great
friends'
pastime.
sisters.
Look, it's okay if they're your friends' sisters and or cousins. That's fine.
Don't answer the question. Don't answer the
Don't
question.
let her know. She will destroy you.
Making this so much more blunt in this version of the anime, and I kind of
I'm
love
okay
it.
with it. No, I'm okay with it. It means we don't spend so much time going back and forth.
Well, there's a large part of the intrigue that's kind of undermined by it, but
Sure.
it leaves room for other fun stuff. I'll be honest, I just keep looking at that fucking water wheel in the background. It's so good.
It's the best part of the show, obviously.
Learn to fucking cook, Keiichi. You slacker.
Don't just let a person when you're lying on the ground. You crazy? You trying to get stabbed?
Why would you lock your door in a small village with no dogs, Ben? Ah, yes, the mirror in the background, all of the layers of symbolism.
I know. It's very exciting. Oh my god. It's like the whole air is just stopped. Everything is just done. Oh my god, Keiichi.
Pause for effect.
It's the theme.
Oh, Keiichi, you didn't pause,
of the episode.
Ah! Teacher calls someone to the front of the class for talking in class. Talking. Immediately start talking.
It's efficient storytelling. What can I say? Don't question it.
She's still being berated in the background.
They're like, quit talking.
Oh, no. Don't say that, Rena. It's dramatic irony.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good lord.
Oh, no.
It's the creepiness.
That's Ben's nightmares.
It's okay. I'll accept anything that Rena has to give. That's how it works. We didn't manage to completely erase the explaining the Watanagashi Festival across arcs.
Yeah, so we've done it backwards. We did the rituals and now we're doing the explanation. I like that kind of storytelling.
I see. Sure.
Give your audience the tools and then clarify for them just in case they're idiots. Oh no, that's a motorbike. Oh no, that's several motorbikes.
Oh no.
Oh no,
there's also a regular bike.
Oh no.
Oh. That dude looks angry.
Oh yeah.
He's ready to throw down. And there you go. That's the first episode of Madara Dashi Hen.
Watadamashi Hen?
That's it. Watara Maradama Sushi Hen?
They're not that hard.
I know they're not. I'm pulling your leg. I'm making a goof.
That's right.
But
I'm sure you
it's
are.
good fun. I am. It's what's on my dad. Now you just causing me trouble. Oh my god.
The fucking curtains behind them. Is that him? Is that?
I don't know. No confirmation.
We only got an arm.
No Kuma-chan confirmation.
I'm still not sure who that character is. It's like, it looks like it could be Sadako, but everyone else only has like one or two shots in that. Yeah, like unless they're kind of doing the whole Rika and Sadako as like a duality thing in this story. She straight up just did a like teleports behind you, nothing personal cheek grab.
That's a pretty good
Is that
shot.
meant to be Kimiyoshi on the left there with longer hair?
It certainly has the same clothing and such as him. Looks like it. Shion, could you actually do your job, please? It's awful.
I mean, what? Family owns the place. You can't contain it. Oh no, her eyes, they're gone. What's happening?
Shadowy eyes. Uh-oh, things are already going bad, it seems like. But it is interesting that we're already seeing, like, for the audience, we're already seeing suspicion of Shion, whereas Keiichi is oblivious still, but like,
yeah,
you know, at this point in the VN, we're not really supposed to suspect anything.
Things are still like suspicious, but we're not really sure where it's kind of targeted.
Well, yeah, not in the like, oh god, is Keiichi gonna die kind of way. More in the like, are they the same person? Are there two twins?
There was also that very like weird framing to the scene of all the villagers showing up. Just skip every Angel Mort scene.
God.
Can it, Keiichi?
It is. It is embarrassing. Don't look. If there's one thing I've learned from this show, it's that you shouldn't come with a girl unless you're gonna marry them. That's how it works. God damn it, Shion.
Oh, not the eyes again.
Eyes. Oh, she's suspicious. Shion-spicious. There we go. She's Shion-spicious. Got her. Just ruining her life. Just completely ruining Mion's life right now. Shion is asserting her dominance. It has been I, Shion Sonozaki, the mastermind of your fall. I like that he doesn't even get to drink it. Like, his day is ruined. She works at that clinic that was mysteriously remodeling last arc.
Come on,
She's got her biggest needles. Will we get her eyes like daggers? Will we get the wind through her hair? That is the real question.
I couldn't forget you, the most suspicious man in the village.
Yeah, pretty much. God damn it, Takano. Why do you have to be such a shit stirrer? Why do you have to be such a shit? I actually like this interpretation a little bit more, that she's physically trying to pull him away. Usually it's just like she leaves and is like, follow me if you like.
Yeah.
But in this, she's like, look, we should go, please.
We've been addressing it a bit on our mystery show Death of the Reader, but I've really been finding myself just loving stories where you just thrown to sea by the author.
Well, that's Keiichi's whole experience, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing we're in for the ride here.
Why is Tomitaki so stern right now?
He's serious. He's being serious. He's like, yo, this man's my GF. I'm going to support her. That's what's happening.
Does she now?
It's so funny. This is one of those bizarre conversations looking back on it, knowing that Tomitaki, like, knows everything. He's like, yeah, Takano thinks that maybe there might be a person behind the whole thing. Like, that might be the case.
That is the most bizarre tree animation I've seen in a long time.
Not even, like, moving. They're just being, like, stretched and folded. Yeah.
Straight warping. All of the animation frames went to Rena.
Well, she is the most important character, so it makes sense.
Time to head on off, Keiichi. You've got plot to attend to.
It does make you wonder if Rika is, like, aware that this is, you know, a sequel. If she's aware this is a sequel, why does she not try and stop Tomitaki and Takano? I know, but, like, she seems to remember how to, like, fix the original arcs, right? Like, she remembers the triggers for them. But she doesn't seem to be doing much with Takano and Tomitaki at all.
There's a bunch of explanations you could kind of
I'm sure.
That,
but
they do kind of all fall to plot convenience in one shape or another.
Exactly. Like, which one are we going with, and does it actually make sense? She's doing the shaft head tilt.
No, we're still a few, like, giraffe necks away.
You're not wrong, but she's halfway there, you know? Yeah. There's definitely a feeling that, like, even though we avoided the trigger, right? The trigger for this arc, we're still dooming Keiichi through this action. Right?
Yeah. I cannot imagine what this would be like for people who actually followed the original series when it was coming out. Because, like, I am so fucking satisfied, and I only started, like, with this series in 2017, arguably, like, 2018.
Oh, you mean for people who, like, watched it back in 2006?
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it in 2006, but I watched it a long time ago. It's cool. It's definitely cool, like, trying to spot all the different changes and things and, like, seeing stuff coming back. I don't know.
It's so hard not to just repeat myself, because the general feeling is that I'm just, like, really fucking excited by all of these super trivial but large implication changes that they're making.
Like, I'm kind of waiting for the big differences, because that's something that the show kind of promises, is that there's a sequel, like, all these little things are building to something.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you know, we'll have to see what happens. But that is something on my mind. I'm just like, when are we going to get to? When are we going to get to the fireworks factory? You know, that's how I kind of feel.
Yeah. It is interesting, because returning to the franchise after so many years, you know, there's lots of room for them to do fun stuff like this that has big implications. And I think it'll all be good in the end, as I will continue to say, I'm sure, because I'm just going to be fucking beating that dead horse and
I'm excited
until the cows come to be beaten as well.
Look, I've heard some people say it's fantastic. Some people say that they, like, despise it. So I'm super ready to, like, see what goes down.
Yeah, there's just always that, like, I suppose, risk factor in revisiting something where, like, you know, maybe a later season of something could tarnish what was already there. But there's kind of this.
That's the fear.
There's kind of this, like, baked in, like, protective layer to the story because of just the repeating nature and because of the kind of metatextual conclusion of things originally.
My perspective is that I have watched all of the anime episodes, including the ones that are so terrible that if they were in the actual show, I would have stopped watching. And I can, like, take those episodes in my mind and push them to the side and appreciate the first 3 seasons, or, you know, the visual novel, whatever, for, like, what they are, and just ignore the bits that I don't like. I could say Outbreak, kind of whatever. Kira, it's never happened. Ignore that season of anime. It's bad. So regardless of how this show, like, turns out, you know, I'm not worried about, you know, it ruining the canon, because I can still, if I get to the end of the show, I'm like, man, that kind of sucked. I can say, well, you know what? I could still, like, appreciate the themes and the story of the original work for what they are.
I suppose the point that I'm trying to make is, like, for example, think with Sherlock, right? Because one of the issues with Sherlock is that every season of that show ended on such a big... You're talking
about BBC, are you?
Yeah, BBC Sherlock.
Okay, I thought so.
Ended on such, like, a big cliffhanger that you needed to see the next season to really like decide what happened in your mind.
Fourth episode, for example.
Right? And so in that case, you know, the fourth season of the show there kind of really fucked things up for a lot of people because it is an unavoidable, that and the Christmas episode, the Christmas special where they go back in time inside a drug trip.
Sounds great. It sounds very silly.
Like, you know, because that's baked into the hooks of the show, there's not as much room for the show to protect itself from its own potential failings as there is in Higurashi, where like, you know, you can just say that this is like another of like the infinite stories
or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said before that one of the things that struck me as most exciting about Higurashi when I finished watching the show, I found out that it had been adapted from a visual novel and there was a manga and all these different like methods of telling the story, light novels and music. And my first thought was, oh wow, all of these different like interpretations of the story, barring two exceptions, could actually take place like canonically in the same timeline.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, it's almost modular in the sense that you can try and read everything, or you can just read the core arcs.
I think modular is a really good word for it. Yeah.
I mean, since we're talking about the topic, like the franchise that most comes to my mind when talking about Higurashi versus Higurashi GOU is Full Metal Alchemist. Which, if you're not familiar with that, Full Metal Alchemist, it came out as a light novel or a manga. I don't actually remember the original. Doesn't matter. Point is, there was an original story and it got adapted into the anime, and they finished the anime before the creator had finished writing the actual story. And so the anime, the studio decided to make their own ending to the story of Full Metal Alchemist, and it's pretty widely panned. Like, it's like this story ending is not nearly as good as what the actual creator ended up putting together, and it's not really, like, in a sense, is not worth watching. But the argument that I hear from most people who have watched both, because then that studio got to come back and create Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is a recreation of the original show plus the actual creator's ending. So there's essentially two shows here that you can watch. And rather than people saying, well, the optimal experience is to just watch the remade version with the actual good ending, they say you could just watch both because then you're watching twice the amount of Full Metal Alchemist. And like the world is rich enough and there's enough variations between the two tellings of the story that it's like worth going back a second time and like, you know, staying with those characters.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I haven't watched the show for myself. I'm just kind of regurgitating what I've heard. But that is a franchise that has the original show and then a remake of the show. And from what I understand, people still say you should just watch both. There is no like optimal experience. You should watch as much of the show as you can because it's all good and like worth your time.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Well, I suppose we will see you next time with the next 2 episodes of the anime.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed.
More Higurashi. It will never die. It will never end.
Next time.
Next time.